Magandang araw po mga kaibigan. Andito naman po tayo ngayon sa panibago nating episode. Natin pong tatalakayin ngayon ang 11 ways the world could end and the one way it will. At sabi nga ng isang poet mga kaibigan, Robert Frost, siya ay sumulat. Sabi niya, some say the world would end in fire, some say in ice, but ang mga scientists po ay nagpropose ng napakaraming mga ibang posibleng doomsday scenarios. Isa po dito mga kaibigan ay ang second law of thermodynamics. Na ito pong second law of thermodynamics nagtuturo na ang lahat ng nasa universe ay kumikilos papunta sa tinatawag na entropy or toward dissolution and chaos. If nothing else, that means that sooner or later everything will collapse into a stale nothingness. Na ibig sabihin, no light, no life, only good darkness through all the cosmos. It's an option that doesn't leave much hope for the future, to be sure. Yan po ang sinasabi ng second law of thermodynamics mga kaibigan, na ibig sabihin, they portray that the world could end. So pupunta na po tayo ngayon sa pangalawang paraan, as what they said, the world would end. Ito po ay ang stretch out. Since the early part of the 20th century mga kaibigan, ang mga astronomers po believe that our universe is expanding. If it keeps doing so, eventually everything will just spread out into nothingness, incapable of supporting any life. Yun po ang pangalawang way na they think the world would end. Pupunta naman po tayo sa dakong pangatlo, at ito po ay ang crunch up. Sabi nila mga kaibigan, on the other hand, some speculate that the expansion will reverse itself until the entire universe shrinks to the size of a subatomic particles. So it crunch out. Ito po ay para bang kina-crunch po mga kaibigan, mula sa malaking bagay papunta sa pinakamaliit po na bagay. Iyon po mga kaibigan ang kailan nakikita. It seems like the universe is shrinking to the size of a subatomic particles. Stretch out, crunch up. In the end, at least as far as we are concerned, it does not really matter, for neither alternative offers much of a future. So ibig sabihin mga kaibigan, if that is how we think, and even these scientists think that the universe will be crunched up somehow, and that means neither alternative offers much in the future. Pang-apat naman po mga kaibigan na paniniwala ay ang aliens. Considering the size of the universe, life on other planets is mathematically probable, though still the stuff of science fiction. So kahit po mga kaibigan, ito pong iniisip nila o ito pong paniniwala nila, considering the size of the universe, then there's a possibility, mathematical possibility, na mayroong ibang life sa ibang planets po mga kaibigan. Though still the stuff of science fiction, kahit na po ito pa rin ay isang science fiction mga kaibigan, if and when there are intelligent beings on other worlds. Ibig sabihin mga kaibigan, whether benevolent as in ET or extraterrestrial object being, or evil as in Independence Day. If you've watched the movie Independence Day mga kaibigan, you could really see that there are ETs or extraterrestrial objects or being which is portrayed as evil in the movie Independence Day. Then mga kaibigan, and if they ever get here, there's no questions that intelligence is able to cross the expanses of space, and it could be a threat if they wanted to be. And even if they didn't mean harm, the inadvertent introduction of alien germs which could wipe us all out faster than the Black Plague did much of Europe, mga kaibigan. Ang panglima naman po, mga kaibigan, ay ang asteroids. So hindi lamang po ang germs, mga kaibigan, ang may potential po sa cosmic danger, but also asteroids, because as what we have experienced before, there was an asteroid, and even asteroids hit the earth, and it's possible that more will come, more will again, mga kaibigan. So ito po ang kanilang paniniwala, at there will be a possibility na mayroon pong big one that will come, and it's pure speculation, but many believe, mga kaibigan, that eventually it will come. So gaano siya kalaki, gaano siya ka-devastating, we don't know. Ang atin po lamang nalalaman is that if big enough, then an asteroid could do us all in. Na ibig sabihin, mga kaibigan, kung ang napakalaking asteroid po ay tatama sa mundo, then we will imagine kung ito ay mas malaki sa mundo, mga kaibigan. And they believe that there will be na darating po, at kung iyon po ay nangyayari o mangyari, mga kaibigan, siguradong patay tayong lahat at wala na pong life ang Earth, mga kaibigan. Panganim naman po ay ang black holes. So black holes, mga kaibigan, ay nagko-collapse na mga stars na kung saan dahil sa intense gravitational pull that nothing, not even light, can escape their grasp. Kahit na ano, mga kaibigan, na mag-escape pag sila'y hihigop sa kahit na anong bagay, mga kaibigan. We don't know how many are out there. Hindi po natin alam kung gaano karami ang black holes sa universe, mga kaibigan. Ang iba nga ay nag-speculate that millions exist within our own galaxy alone. So sa Milky Way galaxy po, mga kaibigan, they believe that there are many black holes even just in our galaxy, which is our Milky Way galaxy. These bodies are believed to be in motion. If one gets near enough to our solar system, it could throw the planets out of their orbits. If that happened to the Earth, we'd either be burnt up by the sun or be cast off into cold space. Naku, mga kaibigan, talagang napakaraming mga paraan as what they said, mga kaibigan. Papunta naman po tayo sa pang-7, ang solar flares. Itong ating araw, mga kaibigan. And that flare, ang apoy po mula sa ating araw, mga kaibigan. A more likely scenario, however, could come from solar flares, a sudden burst of magnetic energy from the sun. Solar flares have disrupted telecommunication and the transmission of electric power here on Earth. Kung ang isa ay mas stronger pa kaysa yung mga na-experience natin, mga kaibigan, as is believed to have happened with other stars, then it could cook the Earth in about the same time one bakes a cake. Papunta naman po tayo, mga kaibigan, sa pang-8 paraan na kung saan paano mag-i-end po ang mundo. Pang-8 po, mga kaibigan, global warming. Putting aside all the political hoopla about global warming, the world is apparently heating up. Unless there's a reversal, various scenarios are possible. Everything from the ice caps melting to an environment more suitable for various pathogens that could wipe out all crops. So as what we experience nowadays, mga kaibigan, ito pong global warming, then we could see, mga kaibigan, kung paano po mangyayari kung ang mga ice caps po sa Antarctica o sa iba't ibang dako na kung saan mayroong ice, mga kaibigan, pag iyon po ay magmi-melt, and then, mga kaibigan, there will be a possibility ay talagang mawawala na po ang nagbigay sa atin ng coolness, mga kaibigan. May possibility, mga kaibigan, na wala po tayong makakain as what this global warming is doing, mga kaibigan. Ang panglima naman po ay ang global war. As what they said, they believe that one of the ways the world could end ay sa pamamagitan po ng global war, mga kaibigan. A more immediate danger, however, comes directly from war. Despite nuclear arms reduction, enough nuclear weapons still exist to eradicate life on Earth, at least a dozen times over and then some. So, ibig sabihin, mga kaibigan, na kahit na po ay meron po tayong mga reduction sa nuclear arms, ang mga bansa po ay nagbabawal nito. Pero mga kaibigan, enough nuclear weapons still exist, and this would eradicate life on Earth kung mangyayari, mga kaibigan. There's also the threat of biological and chemical weapons. Little cause for comfort, to be sure. Ibig sabihin, mga kaibigan, mayroon din pong mga threat. Yung pong ating nakita, mga kaibigan, ng mga napakaraming mga epidemic po o yung pandemic, mga kaibigan, na pwede rin po even chemical weapons and these biological weapons could be used. This would cause less comfort, to be sure. Pangsampu naman po, mga kaibigan, ang epidemics. So, ito pong epidemics, mga kaibigan, the word epidemics is just for the local. Sa lokal lang po yan, mga kaibigan. But yung pandemic po, it is worldwide. Pero kung mayroong mga sakit, of course, it starts in just a local and then it spreads out to the whole world. And that's what they believe, mga kaibigan. Ito pong epidemics, not every devastating disease has to be cooked up in some secret lab. Mother Nature herself can do just fine. Millions die every year from infectious diseases that know national, cultural, or ethnic boundaries. What is even scarier is that many diseases are becoming more resistant to antibiotics. As what we have experienced nowadays, ito pong ating COVID-19, mga kaibigan, that this is what really happens when many diseases are becoming more resistant to antibiotics. AIDS appeared and within 2 decades became a worldwide scourge. Who knows what new disease will arise that could, especially in a world in which people travel vast distances, quickly cover all the continents with devastating speed. Yan po ang nangyayari, mga kaibigan, sa ating COVID-19 na pandemic po, na kung saan because of the busyness of the people, they go here and there to many different places, different countries in just a short time, mga kaibigan. And that would also really be a way na kung saan ang mga sakit po ay talagang madaling nag-spread out sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. So, number 11, mga kaibigan, is ang biotic debacle. Though the jury is still out on either genetic engineering of crops is good or bad for us, some evidence indicates that genes from modified plants can leak into other species with unknown results. Ibig sabihin, mga kaibigan, ito pong ating mga tinatawag ngayon, mga kaibigan, na mga technology na gumagawa po ng napakaraming mga paraan na kung saan tinatawag po itong GMO, mga kaibigan, na minumodify po nila ang iba't ibang plants, pati na rin po yung mga animals. But if this happens, if this can leak, mga kaibigan, to other species with unknown results, na makita po natin, ma-imagine natin, mga kaibigan, kung ano po ang mangyayari kung ito po ay talagang as what we could see, I could say, mga kaibigan, kung magka-mistake po itong mga biotechnologies, then unknown results would be possible. Some worry about what kind of havoc some sort of super weed or super pest could wreak upon the planet. So yan po mga kaibigan, ang mga posibleng mga paraan na kung saan ang mundo po ay matatapos mga kaibigan. But I have to tell you this, none of these scenarios give us much cause for hope. So wala pong makikitang mga pag-asa na kung saan natin makita in the future. So ibig sabihin mga kaibigan, wala po ni kahit isa dito ang nagbibigay sa atin ng pag-asa sa future po mga kaibigan. But I have to tell you this, I have to share with you mga kaibigan ang better ending. Perhaps o marahil we should have titled this video mga kaibigan, 12 ways the world could end. It's because there is one more we haven't looked at. The only one that offers us any hope. In fact, mga kaibigan, for millions of people all through history and even today, we have been awaiting it. It is not just a hope, but it is the hope, the climax and consummation of all that they have believed, the second coming of Jesus Christ, when He returns to the earth to claim all those whom He bought with His blood. If we read mga kaibigan ang Biblia na kung saan sinasabi po mga kaibigan sa Matthew chapter 24 verses 27 and 28, as lightning comes from the east is visible even unto the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Atin rin pong mabasa sa 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verses 16 to 18 mga kaibigan, na kung saan it says in there, the Lord Himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet call of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then after that, we who are still alive and are left will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. So we will be with the Lord forever. Therefore, encourage each other with these words. So yun po ang sinasabi na kung saan mga kaibigan ay talagang mayroong napakalaking o the greatest hope that we have been longing for mga kaibigan, na hindi po ino-offer sa mga 11 na mga ways na kung saan ating tinatalakay mga kaibigan. Ito po ang mga paraan na pinaniwalaan ng karamihan kung paano matatapos ang mundo. Pero ito po mga kaibigan ang pang-12, the 12th way mga kaibigan, ay nag-offer po ito ng napakalaking pag-asa para sa atin. And in fact, 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10 mga kaibigan, nagsasabi, the day of the Lord will come like a thief. The heavens will disappear with a roar. The elements will be destroyed by fire, and the earth and everything in it will be laid bare. So at the second coming of Christ mga kaibigan, all that's earthly and man-made will be swept away under the power of God, which will be revealed with a might and majesty never before seen by human beings, in mocking defiance of human logic and science, in an act that exposes the narrow shallowness of all the world's wisdom. Jesus Christ will appear in the sky with the same voice that spoke light and life into existence. He will speak again, and those who died trusting in Him will be raised from the dead, eventually to enjoy forever on a refurbished earth the fruits of His atoning sacrifice for them. The end scenarios we've mentioned are in some cases quite far-fetched, in others quite far off. All are quite dismal, offering no hope, no promise, only an ultimate demise of all things, human with nothing left to show that we've ever been there, mga kaibigan. But in contrast, Christ's return is as certain as His first coming, by which through His life, death, and resurrection, He ransomed the souls of all who claim Him by faith as their Savior. The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give His life as a ransom for many. This is the promise of Jesus, the promise of the cross, the promise that offers hope to all who put their faith in Him as the only answer in a world that's no doubt facing its final curtain call. Mga kaibigan, hopefully na ito pong ating natatalakay o tinatalakay sa video pong ito ay nagbibigay po sa atin ng napakagandang pag-asa, mga kaibigan. Yun ang mangyayari, ang totoong mangyayari po, mga kaibigan, at nagbibigay ng totoong pag-asa sa lahat ng ating mundo po ay mag-e-end, but it's in a dramatic and a greatest hope that everyone is longing for. Until here, thanks for watching, mga kaibigan. May the Lord bless us all. This is my prayer. Bye-bye.